Hi Mortgage Heroes, Andy Cruz here in Business Development, and this is Monday Mortgage Minute. Welcome back to a new week. We're actually going to be a little bit light on the economic news this week, but there is a lot of jobs data coming out which could weigh in on the overall marketplace and our confidence moving forward. That coupled with a little bit more reaction to the Fed's meeting notes that came out a week and a half ago is causing there to be a little bit more uncertainty. Yeah, I know we've been talking about uncertainty a lot recently, but it's just because there is a lot of it. Now, one of the main concerns is that we keep moving the goalpost with rental evictions and with foreclosure moratoriums, and that has happened once again. What was set to expire on June 30th has now been moved all the way out to the end of July, and there's talk that it could be even moved further because the solutions that we need in the marketplace just aren't there yet, and efforts that have gone to help people that need rent support hasn't been getting to them. So up until this point, there's been currently a low success rate of helping with rent relief for the people that need it the most, and that's causing great concern in just lifting the eviction moratorium right away. Now, all that is kind of one part of the world. The other part of the world that has to do with rates and mortgages is really in this kind of up and down, just day in, day out. And one day it's higher, one day it's lower. Not every day it makes a change to the actual rate sheet that hits the marketplace for consumers like you and me, but the inflation topic is just dominating all of the conversations on which direction is this thing going to go. Now, the Fed keeps saying that they're transitory and that the price increases are transitory and that their approach is transitory, but, you know, historically speaking, the last time we had a transitory change or a transitory chapter of our economic life cycle, it lasted 1 to 3 years. It was about a 3-year cycle. It kind of looked like one at the beginning, and it turned into be a 3-year move into what became permanent price hikes. So, you know, it's hard to tell at this point where we are in that stage of are we at the beginning of this transitory period? They're using that word, but what we're seeing from the data side is that we're deep in it already, and it might have started over here 6, 8, 10 months ago. So there's just a growing concern that, you know, rising rates, of course, is going to cause an affordability issue, but that keeping rates too low forever is going to create a crunch issue with inventory, and then home prices are going to continue to scale up, and all of a sudden now the Fed is trying to figure out, oh gee, home prices are just going out of control. Well, yeah, the cost of money is so cheap. That's how it works. Supply and demand. It's pretty simple. But it's not simple when you're talking about 330 million people in our population and everyone needs a place to live. So there's a lot of things that are still, of course, brewing and happening, and of course, you know, all the powers that be are trying to make all the right decisions, all the right choices, and I'd like to think and hold out hope that they're not all politically motivated, even though I know that some of them are. So this week, as you're kind of just looking at the market and you're seeing what's going on, just keep your eyes open for what kind of talk comes out about what's transitory and what's permanent. Look at what direction rates go as a result of the jobs data, and just keep your eye on the inflation conversation in general, because it is really going to be the headline topic for the months ahead and maybe even throughout the rest of 2021. There's obviously a lot of other things that are happening in our world, but when it comes to finance, the topic of inflation is really the big ticket item right now. So as for this week, expect nothing big to happen till the end of the week. Remember, we're getting jobs data coming out at the end of the week, which is important, but also we're coming into a long weekend. For most people, the 4th of July means they're going to have a day off, and the 4th of July happens to fall on Sunday this year, so the following Monday, July 5th, banks will be closed. So a lot of people are coming into this week with a little bit of a slower speed to things, but knowing that there's important data coming out. So a little bit of a mixed bag, but that's what it is. I know that was a lot today. You're probably looking around going, where's all Andy's stuff? Construction was actually just supposed to start the other day, but we had a little bit of a delay on our side of things, so we're going to have construction here at the office to remodel soon. But for today, this is what it looks like. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next week.